Animals of the Indian River Lagoon, written by Margaret Livermore, illustrated by Susan West, read by Margaret Livermore. A humorous poem about the animals who live in and around the Indian River Lagoon in Central Florida, also known as the Intracoastal Waterway. Each stanza is about an animal and is accompanied by a page of informative facts to better acquaint the reader with each animal's habitat and habits. I have a large pouch under my long bill. It takes at least 3 gallons to fill. Don't worry about my clumsy dive. Catching fish is how I thrive. Over the river I gracefully glide and soar, looking to catch even more. Guess my name. I'm the one in tan. That's right, I'm a pelican. Peter the Pelican wants you to know, I am a brown pelican and live around the lagoon year-round. Pelicans can scoop more than 3 gallons of water into their pouch while fishing. Our feet are webbed, making us good swimmers. My friends and I can gracefully soar high or glide near the surface. President Roosevelt in 1903 established Pelican Island near Sebastian, Florida, along the Indian River Lagoon as the very first national wildlife refuge in the United States to protect birds from extinction through the hunting of their feathers. I fly where it's warm, whenever I wish, to live near the water where there are fish. My eyesight is excellent, high in the air, to see what's for dinner swimming down there. I splash when I dive to grab fish with my feet, then take to the air, not missing a beat. I build my nest as high as I may. That's right, I'm an osprey. Ollie the osprey wants you to know, osprey live in every coastal area except Antarctica. I am a bird of prey that likes to eat fish. I am a raptor with a wingspan taller than most grown men. My nest is high in a tree or on a tall structure. Our family lives together in a colony. Our calls and wails are very noisy. You should worry if I beg to be fed. Something unexpected could land on your head. If you are enjoying a crunch and munch, I am a scavenger and might steal your lunch. We mostly look alike, not very individual. That's right, I'm a seagull. Sally the seagull wants you to know, I am an American herring gull that prefers the warm Florida sun in the winter. We are noisy, creating a squawking call or wailing sound. Seagulls nest on the ground within a colony near coastal areas. I prefer to eat crabs and small fish, but also will scavenge for whatever I can find. I pose very still as long as I like, waiting for something close enough to strike. Alone I stand guard day or night. Most who come near me are in for a fight. My feathers are a beautiful blue and gray, although my beak will make you stay away. I could certainly go on and on. That's right, I'm a great blue heron. Mr. Henry wants you to know, I am a great blue heron. I frequently can be seen standing in the shallow waters along a riverbank, like a statue hoping not to be noticed. When a small fish comes near enough, I can strike fast and swallow it whole. My vision is excellent day or night. Herons prefer to protect our territory from any competition, even from each other. Herons, egrets, and ibises were hunted aggressively to use their feathers in women's hats. Overhunting led to one of the first animal protection laws in the United States. I am a crustacean that carries my home until I must molt, then soft-shelled I roam. As a scavenger, I eat almost anything dead or alive, but everything wants to eat me, so in the sand I hide. I'm always waiting for something to grab. That's right, I'm a blue crab. Babs the blue crab wants you to know, I am a crustacean. Blue crabs outgrow their shell and need to molt. Molting is where my body releases the shell and discards it. During this time, I am soft-shelled for a few days until my salt and minerals harden, forming a new shell. I have bright blue claws with an olive green shell. If cooked, I would turn bright red orange. I scavenge for almost anything dead or alive. Many animals want to eat me, so I hide under the grass or in the sand. Don't call me a fish, I'm a lot like you. I am very smart and live with my family too. I roll along the top of the water, preferring to live where the sun is hotter. I breathe the air from a hole on my head, and for that reason, I can't fully go to bed. I swim with my friends, fast or slow, clicking while waiting for the return echo. You can tell by my elegant dorsal fin, that's right, I'm a bottlenose dolphin. Dolly the dolphin wants you to know, I am a bottlenose dolphin. There are currently about 300 dolphins living in the Indian River Lagoon. We breathe oxygen from a blowhole on the top of our head, requiring us to surface periodically. I am very smart and communicate in a variety of ways. We use sonar called echolocation, where I send a clicking sound, then I listen for the echo to return. This tells me the size, shape, type of material, speed, distance, and the location of the object. I live in the water eating grass as I go. Watch out, boats, I move very slow. My flippers gather grass to my mouth so sweet, but mango leaves are my favorite treat. We search for a lagoon or canal to get warm and stay close to my mom to stay out of harm. I am as big as a cow in the vast sea. That's right, I'm a large gray manatee. Molly the manatee wants you to know, I am a West Indian manatee, also known as a sea cow, living in the Indian River Lagoon. We are large, slow-moving plant eaters. My snout must surface periodically for me to breathe. My mom can eat more than 10% of her body weight per day. My mother was pregnant for 12 months and then fed me for another 12 months. Some of my family have lived 60 years. We have learned to avoid the sound of boat propellers if we have time to move out of the way. We prefer to live in warmer water with lots of seagrass. I live in the river or lagoon, scavenging in the sand until noon. I may have whiskers like a cat, but don't ever pet me on my back. My slimy dorsal fin may give you a prick, then my toxins can make you very sick. We live in our dad's mouth until we hatch. There are about 20 eggs in our batch. If I am on your fishing line and hear, oh no, you will most likely let me go. Most do not think of me as a tasty dish. That's right, I'm a catfish. Whiskers the catfish wants you to know, I am a hardhead catfish. My slime carries a harmful toxin that if you get injured by its barb, you might suffer a serious infection. I have 4 barbells under my chin that resemble whiskers, plus 2 by my mouth that help me find crabs and shrimp in the sand. Our dads are mouth brooders. That means the female places her fertilized eggs into the male's mouth and he incubates them for around 10 weeks without eating. This protects us until we grow bigger. I have a prehistoric shell that is unique. Like a spider with my 10 eyes I seek. There is copper in my blood that makes it blue. I also carry special cells that can protect you. I lay my eggs on the shallow sand in June, especially when it's a full moon. If I flip over, do you mind? Handling me by my shell would be so kind. I am a source of food for birds that migrate, but when I grow bigger, I'm not even good bait. I'm basically harmless with no meat to grab. That's right, I'm a horseshoe crab. Helmet the horseshoe crab wants you to know, instead of iron to carry oxygen through my body, I have copper, which makes my blood appear blue. Scientists harvest our blood to detect bacteria to protect humans from impure medications. Our dads attach to our moms and get pulled for a ride until many eggs are laid in the shallow sand. Birds have adapted their migration pattern to take advantage of this as their food supply. On a log, we line up single file. There are many things that make me a reptile. I hatched from an egg laid in the sand. On my 4 legs, I can walk on dry land. I prefer to keep my head above water. Then my web feet let me swim with no bother. I am cold-blooded, needing the sun. If you come near, I will quickly run. If saying diamondback terrapin is a hurdle, that's right, I'm a turtle. Tank the turtle wants you to know, I am a diamondback terrapin, living in brackish water. There is a diamond pattern on my shell. Some people keep me as a pet, even though I'm a reptile. This means I breathe air through my lungs and creep around on 4 legs when on land or swim with web feet. I hatched from an egg buried in the sand on the water's edge. I am cold-blooded and like to bask in the sun on a rock or log to get warm. If my territory gets too cold, I will go dormant. I can stay underwater for several weeks at a time and exchange oxygen through the blood vessels of my cloaca orifice. Yes, that means my butt can breathe. I am omnivorous, meaning I eat plant or animal, dead or alive. If my water is not clean, eating me may not be wise, but watch me swim in circles with others my own size. I feed on the bottom, sometimes in the muck, but prefer algae and plants when I'm in luck. You may wonder why I jump for no reason at all. It helps me to breathe better while having a ball. Most prefer me as their bait and not served on their plate. I'm easiest to catch with a net. That's right, I'm a mullet. Leap the mullet wants you to know. My oily meat has minerals and omega-3 fatty acids, making me a sought-after food source worldwide. We are frequently sold as bait after being caught in a net. I like to eat algae, water plants, plankton, and mosquito larvae. Scientists have wondered why I frequently jump. It could be that I'm escaping a predator or shaking parasites and mud from my gills to get more oxygen. That spot on my tail, like an eye you see, might confuse a predator not to take a bite out of me. From top to bottom, my scales are dark red to white. They sparkle like silver when I swim in the light. So many recipes grill me to perfection. I'm so yummy, I need federal protection. I can live anywhere, whether it's cold or hot. It doesn't even matter if it's salty or not. I can crush an oyster with the back of my gums. You might hear me grind, sounding like drums. To catch me is most anglers' wish. That's right, I am a redfish. Flash the redfish wants you to know, I am also called a red drum or channel bass. We get our name from the large red scales along our back that fades into a silver-white belly. I also make a grunting or drumming sound. There is a characteristic eye spot near my tail that might confuse a predator. My downturned mouth is good for searching in the sand. I prefer to eat crabs, shrimp, or worms. My powerful back teeth can crush small oysters. Larger fish and people like to eat me. Years ago, cooking shows made us such a popular dish that we became overfished. Now I am a protected game fish. In the seagrass I hide, floating in the current I ride, changing my colors to be undetected, holding on to whatever my tail is connected. If food drifts near my snout, I will suck it in my mouth. We have the most romantic dance, twirling for hours in a trance. I have a distinctive curled tail. Without it holding seagrass, I might fail. My beauty is unique, of course. That's right, I'm a seahorse. Susie the seahorse wants you to know, I am a line seahorse and might grow 7 inches long. Seahorse skin can camouflage, allowing us to blend into our surroundings. I breathe through gills and have tiny fluttering fins on my back for steering. I am a weak swimmer with near vision. I just hold on to objects with my distinctive curled tail so my small mouth can suck up food as it drifts by. I eat crustacea and plankton up to 10 hours a day. Seahorses appear romantic when choosing a mate. The couple hold each other's tails and dance for hours. My mom placed over 1,000 eggs in my dad's front brood pouch, similar to a kangaroo. I am one of only a few of us small fry that survived living on my own. We need seagrass, mangroves, and estuaries to thrive. This, along with shrimp trawling and over-harvesting for the practice of Asian medicine, has placed my family on the endangered list. The lagoon. I looked in the lagoon and saw the image of me. I then looked deeper and saw fish swimming free. Crabs are marching independent through grass swaying in the current. Birds are tucked in mangroves by the shore. I realized the lagoon was created for so much more. In order to show my respect, I actively will need to protect. Now I look in the lagoon and see the person that I need to be.